come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made the meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Good track, good track. No. Let him go.
Here's Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Come on, fellas.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Houston.
Reset. Marks 56. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On second down, Michel. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watson on first down. Step Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Check 56. 24. Check.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And Thomas has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Watson now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on the rope.
To throw is Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We're set. 19. Right there. 56. That's right, man. They don't want it. Switch it. 55. Check.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And brought down him, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies go.
Watson, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We're going to keep getting set.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Watson, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that.
Let's go now. Touchdown. It's free. You can't block me. You can't block